welcome to the Ales and Fails. Sorry, I just had a flashback to 3 weeks ago. Hello and welcome to the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, also known as Dandy, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, the no throne Cicerone. And welcome back to stream, folks. Friday cheers, one and all. We've made it to the end of the week. Here's hoping that you're wrapping things up at the office. Here's hoping that maybe you don't have too much to think about over the weekend. And if not the office, maybe the school desk, the school lobby, anything that you might be doing during the week. I don't know. Maybe you just have it, maybe you're just enjoying the day. Maybe you have one of those nice 410s that everyone talks about. But yeah, whatever it is that you're doing, I hope that you're having a grand time. Just a second here, folks. Oof, it's getting me early. And of course, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate the consumption of water. Water, the element which brings life. Not only does it help you stay hydrated, but it also helps you regulate your metabolics and stave off the deleterious effects of alcohol consumption. So please drink up. Yep. Every once in a while I forget that I happen to be a goggle streamer, which is of course another category of streamer, and for as much functionality as they bring about, my periphery is often lacking. It's often lacking. But maybe that's something I should have figured out 3 years ago. Of course, what we have for you today is Elden Ring. We are playing Elden Ring today. So here's hoping that you're looking for some more cheese-like antics. We got my trusty partner over on this corner over here, right here. He who shall not be named. Feel free to feed him a treat with channel points if you so desire. Before we actually get down to brass tacks, of course, let's go ahead and talk about what's on tap today. And this one is actually something that I had brought back from my trip to Peru a couple of months back. This is from Candelaria, which is a brewery over there in Peru. And this one is, of course, La Peruana. You got some red and white on this can. Quite nice. Red and white, of course, is the flag of Peru, and in the middle you have the coat of arms for Peru. So a very nationalistic beer, if I ever saw one. This one is a Jora Amber Ale. If you look at this little detail over here, it's a tiny llama. It almost looks like a chocobo from far away. But yeah, it's this beer that I brought back from Peru. It's a Jora Amber Ale. So I guess starting things off, what exactly is an amber ale? An ale is, of course, a type of beer, one of the two main types, the other one being lager. It is, of course, top fermenting. Generally, you get a lot more complexity in ales. When you're talking about things like amber ales, it's actually this nice happy fusion between pale ales on the one hand and your maltier, richer stouts, your darker ales. And what you do is you basically take a pale ale or a dark ale and you mix a bit of the other. You basically add some of those more caramel-rich malts into your pale ale, give it a bit of color, give it some of those caramel maple-like notes, and you kind of just have like a nice melange of everything. It's relatively light in comparison to, a porter or a stout, but it still carries a lot of the flavors, those flavors from the pale malts, which is a little more breadier, and then some of those sweeter notes from the stout. So it's kind of like a nice happy medium. I really enjoy them. Now, what is Jora exactly? Jora is a type of corn that grows in Peru. And it is used to make the world famous chicha, which is this type of alcoholic drink, whose claim to fame is you chew on the corn, you spit it out, and then you let it ferment, and that is the base of your beer. The idea is that your saliva enzymes were the ones that helped it digest that corny core, and that's how you get your beverage. That is how it used to be. I am not drinking spit, ladies and gentlemen. I am not drinking spit. That is how it used to be done. Of course, there's probably more mechanistic ways of getting the same process. But that's what chicha was. Now we're basically incorporating some of those corn, Peruvian rustic corn flavors into this ale, which should be nice, I think. Let's go ahead and actually see what Untapped has to say on this particular beer before we move on. And of course, we've got the Elden Ring problem, folks. The fact that because Elden Ring runs on my PC, it kind of makes my Windows go crazy. It doesn't like it whenever I start moving things around. Let's try and make this as quick and painless as possible, moving over to this side. Okay, so not really too much on tap, unfortunately, because this is a foreign beer, La Peruana, which means the Peruvian one, by Cerveza Candelaria, a red ale, red or amber, American amber. I don't know how you call a Peruvian beer American amber, but I guess you do. 4.5% alcohol by volume. You can see that, rather than the can, there's also like really nice red bottles that you could get it in. I don't know if I like it a lot or if it reminds me a lot of just like Heinz ketchup. And shout out to Heinz ketchup, of course, also a wonderful streamer. But yeah, that is what we'll be drinking. Let's go ahead and go over here. And you might notice from today's photo that I'm looking a lot more disheveled than usual. I was thinking that I would have time to work on my hair this morning, but given the time constraints that I have this week and next week, and the amount of time that I want to stream, I thought, you know what, I can't afford to fix my hair today. So I just thought, let's go all natural. This is basically what you get when you leave my hair to its own desires. You get a curly mess. It's a little bit like almost like a Chrono Trigger. I always like to think about it like a Chrono Trigger, where it's kind of like messy, or like an Isla from like 12,000 BC. No, it's 45,000 BC. Yeah, 65 million. You know what? I forget. I don't know these things. I don't know the exact dates on Chrono Trigger, except for, of course, the Day of Lavos, because that is its own date. But yeah, as you can see, this particular beer has no fizzies. It's actually quite clear. It is translucent. There is definitely some sedimentation there, but very, very, very light. It's got this rich copper color, which is very distinctive of red ales. And yeah, in terms of aroma, almost fruity like. I want to say there's a slight tinge of sweetness into it, maybe from the darker malts or maybe from the corn itself. Famine Ale, dear viewer, thank you so much for being here today. And yeah, there's definitely sweetness there. Lots of caramel richness in this particular beer. You've also got a specific, it's almost like a cream quality to it, but it's not really cream, because generally when talking about cream, I'm talking about things like stouts and porters and things of that sort, or even some of those golden stouts. This is a little bit different. It's almost like a buttercream, if that makes any sense. You got some rich sweetness, relatively, actually it's heavier than I expected, a 3 out of 5 in terms of body composition. Very low on bitters. If you told me to find some bitters on this one, I would struggle. Excuse me. A little bit of vanilla as well. And yeah, there's definitely some corn overtones into it. Nothing particularly strong. I feel like it's difficult for me to actually describe what this flavor is, because I used to have chicha, very non-alcoholic chicha when I was very little, and the flavor is just kind of like joy. It's sparkly. It's kind of like joyous. There's definitely some corn notes in it, but it's kind of like a sweet corn, not like candy corn. Get that stuff away from me. It's kind of like a sweet corn. It's like if you've ever had a Mexican lager, but you replace some of those steelier notes with a little bit more sweetness. That's kind of what you're looking for there. But yeah, that is what we are having for today. Let's go ahead and give this a rating. I enjoy this one. It's quite good. It's very drinkable, not particularly strong in alcohol. Very nice. That is La Candelaria's La Peruana. But yeah, we do have a question of the night for today, simply because everyone is talking about, you know, the game cards that Nintendo has been putting out there. The thing that we don't care for. Let's talk about the opposite end of things. What is your favorite physical media format? Mine is probably DVD discs. Lots of nostalgia with those. But with that, let's get back to Elden Ring. And let's pull it up. Oh, here we go. This is the thing. And let's put it right there. Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, Elden Ring does require a certain bit of a good foresight here. We are, of course, running this using the Xbox X Series controller, which is what I use for most Steam games. It just works nicely. I have nothing positive to say about Microsoft. And hopefully if it starts working... for some reason I thought I heard an alarm alert. Here it goes. Before I do that, let me make sure that... wow, the throat is not letting up today. Let me make sure that we've got borderless windowed. Yes. Simply because this actually makes it so that the screen flickers a lot less. Let's hope that that's good enough. Okay, the mountaintop of the giants. I do not know what I am doing here. I think I opened a dungeon. This is right in front of the dragon fight, which we might get back to later. I think what I want to do now... well, number one, let's go ahead and... that's the dragon fight. This is the dungeon marker, I think, that I probably left. And those are my ashes. I'm going to assume that that's a dungeon. That doesn't make a lot of sense. No, wait, I think that's the market. Let me go ahead and leave a marker here specifically. I think it's fairly obvious, but it can never be too obvious. You know what? Maybe I did mean dungeon by that one. Whenever I mean salesman, I put a diamond down. I think that's what that is. Let me go see if I can get those ashes. I honestly don't remember what I was doing. But let me try and get those. I can't imagine that it's a lot. And of course, the thing about Elden Ring, you always assume that it's like this very open map, but the game has very specific ways to make sure that you cannot just simply go from point A to point B in a straight line. Right, see, look at that. I wanted to go south, and somehow I ended up going this way. And you might be saying, well, Ails, that's because you're being a goofball. You're being foolish, Ails. You're going the wrong way. And yeah, you might be right, but at the same time, quiet you. Quiet you. Let's see. Maybe it's not even on the outside. Oh, there he goes. Ooh, crab. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm gonna say that my ashes are probably not reachable for whatever reason. That is scary. Ooh. Somber smithing stone. Ooh. Wow. Okay, at least the boss music is off. But we do have some giant lobsters on the field. Oh. Definitely afraid of those lobsters. I feel like crustaceans are probably some of the deadliest enemies in this game. They are incredibly quick. It's almost as if they have their speed totally dialed up to 11. Quite scary stuff. Ooh. Wait a second. Let's get off this horse. Nice, got them both at the same time. Sorry, I just wanted to steal from this graveyard. Let's see if I can just try and kite the last one. Boom. Oh, he saw me. Generally, whenever I tend to fight one of these things, I like to make sure that I roll right after the last hit, because I kid you not, every once in a while it's the case that something will just happen to be waiting right behind me to ambush me at the same time. It's generally like a two on one. It's happened one too many times. These are the sorts of things that Elden Ring has taught me. It's like, oh, by the way, you are not you're not safe. Just everyone waiting in the winds here. Okay, so we got a nice set of runes. It's always nice to find one of these graveyards. I like the fact that a lot of them just have runes everywhere, strewn about. What is that? Is that a person? It's probably an enemy, but best make sure and check it out. Whew. Okay. Best strength up. And approach with caution. What is that thing? It's like a statue, maybe? No, it's an eagle. Behold life. Ah, bird. Offer comfort. I don't know what you want me to do. Is it one of those things where I have to do a pose? I never understand how to activate half of those. Okay, well, I guess there was nothing worthwhile after all. We did defeat a couple more dogs. The point of me going in this direction was to find my runes, and clearly I have failed at doing that. What is in that direction? No idea. Is there another castle? Ugh! I see that there's more than meets the eye. I think I see a site of grace right over there, which is nice because this will allow me to teleport here if I need to come back. I have no idea what this place is. Dinosaur dogs. Question of the night: zip drives. That is an excellent answer, Spectrum. I remember zip drives. Those are fun. They were speedy, versatile. I had completely forgotten about them, and I am sorry. But how are you doing today? It's good to hear from you. I think not zip drives, but there used to be this very silly format that only existed for a couple of years called zip discs, and my brother and I used to have a couple of those discs, and they definitely had a lot of storage in them. But the problem is, of course, that you needed its own little like drive for you to actually use them, and then a couple of years later they just totally disappeared. Anyways, that's what I think of when I think of zip anything. Let's see. I used to have so many SNES games on my zip drive. I'm okay. It's a busy day. We have window installers in today. Well, here's hoping that you're getting nicer windows or more functional windows. But thank you very much for answering the question of the night. Of course, Spectrum Branch is a legendary community member of ours, fellow streamer, an excellent musician, last seen playing Cuphead in an effort to finish the main base game. Thank you once again so much for joining us, Spectrum. Yeah, so that's a good answer. Everything, you could have everything on zip drives. Now what's the point? Everything is on the cloud. The cloud. Okay, so now that I have this site of grace, I don't think there's any point in me staying here. There might be something important there. Clearly it looks important. Let me just leave a marker here and let it be. I don't know. What's a good marker? Tree? I don't know. Base. How about that? Base. I wish you could actually name the markers. That would make things a heck of a lot easier. So, ooh, is that an Evergal? An Everjail? Let's check it out. And see, this is the thing that I keep saying. Every time I want to go from point A to point B in Elden Ring, I just happen to find something that draws my attention, and of course, I never end up doing the thing that I wanted to do. Yes, it is an Everjail. Lost Contenders Everjail. We might check it out, but you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Can I lose? Have I ever lost in this game? All right. We are but just now dealing with the excitement and increased entropy of contractors. I see. Well, good. I mean, at least I hope that you are in a much better state at the other side of this work. I'm gonna regret going into this jail, by the way. I already know it. I can't even summon anyone. I see somebody there. What if I just run away? It's too bad that these Everjails don't ever work in like an elevator fashion. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? There's a crack. Who is that? Whoa, beautiful. Wait. A single shot. Round table night bike. For a moment there I thought that I might have what do you call it, a fighting chance. No such luck. That guy looks familiar. Vigor check. You think so? I'm gonna save this because I need to knock my head against it for a while. My actual goal for this stream, which I keep talking about, is going to Castle Soul. But let me leave a marker on this one. I think right now there's 2 Everjails that I know of that I haven't actually bested. This one, which would make the second one, and then number 1 would be what's his name? Not Godefroy, the grafted Godefroy. Yes, Godefroy. Let's leave another marker. As you can see, my map is full of markers because of all the things that I've just left to complete. One day, though. One day. The guy looks familiar. You know what? I don't recognize them. But of course, now that we've lost the... Ooh, is that the map location? Let's keep going down this route to get the map. And at the very least, we'd be able to know where things are. See, this is what I keep saying. Every time I just want to do something, you know what? Never mind. I feel like I'm going to get lost. I'm going to get Just lost in the weeds here. Castle Soul. Well, actually, before we do that, I was trying to look up a way to defeat the Captain Commander Niall. And I saw a couple of videos on how to cheese him and his guards. And then there seems to be a surefire way to do that. So let me see if I have items like that. Grace Mimic. No, none of these things. Frozen Raisin. Gravity Stone Fan, Cuckoo Glintstone, Ancestral Infant's Head. Why are we carrying that around? Why? So there's supposed to be this branch that allows you to control your enemies for a while. And I feel that if I get that, I would be able to at the very least subdue one of my enemies and turn them for me. I might not have that, but I know where to buy it. What are you buying? I can also make it with a cookbook, I think. Let's see. Not a sound out of you. Where are my cookbooks? Actually, we should probably go to the crafting menu. Consumables, throwing pots, perfume, arts, arrows, and bolts. All items. I wonder what, it's like, it's supposed to be like a twig or something like that. Boluses. Pots. It could be arrows. Sleep bone arrows. No, boluses. Could it be a bolus? What is a bolus anyways? Nothing. What's a bolus with you? Yeah, maybe I don't have that, or maybe I don't have the recipe. So let me go teleport. Sailor teleport, of course. Apparently, the merchant that sells you the twigs, the Bewitching Branch, is the nomadic merchant located in Liurnia of the Lakes. Okay, so let's go to Liurnia. Let's see if I have a nomadic merchant somewhere around here. Certainly wish I should have, is this the nomadic merchant? Liurnia Lake Shore. Let's go check this one out. Oh, wow. So there is a nomadic merchant. Let's see what he's all about. Spill your guts.
Back again, are we?
Today we are, yes.
Not everyone can tell how good my wares are. You've a discerning eye, you have.
Well, thank you for suggesting that. I do think of myself as a discerner. Astrologer hood. Astrologer staff. It's a cookbook. We should probably buy one of these. Do we already have one? How can I tell if I have something? 11. So let's see, for this one, I don't have it. 3. Well, if there is a cookbook, I would probably not be able to buy it, right? Yeah, I'll just buy it. Just in case. Should be buying all of these cookbooks anyways. It is good to cook. I keep telling you that. Road Manor, War Counselor E.G., Preceptor Celavis, Nomadic Merchant. Okay, let's go over here. Travel to the Bellum Church. And let's find the Nomadic Merchant. Should be right outside. What is this place, anyways? Who lives here? I used to think that all churches in Elden Rings were basically like mini little safe havens. Unfortunately, one time I just ran into a church and the church was on fire, and then there was a person that just one-shotted me, so not really the case. Not really the case. Maybe the fire should have given it away. Is he... Okay. Must be in this direction. There, I see a hut. Oh, wolves. Let's just ride past them. Wasting our time here. Wait, where did that hut go? Did I just totally pass it? Wait, there's... Is it that? Oh no. What's going on? I should run. There's something huge coming behind me. I have no idea what that was. And of course, I've completely missed my target once again. I wonder if it was one of those ballistas that was firing at me, and maybe that was the problem. Might have been. How about this little corner of the world? Well, we're back in Bellum Church. Huh. How am I not reaching this person? Oh, they're right there. They're right there. Sorry, and I can see that I'm clipping. I think it's because I have it on windowed mode. We're gonna have to change it back. Let me go ahead and redo this again. Clearly it doesn't like it for me to put it in what do you call it, windowed mode or what have you. Let's go to quit game. Skip frames. That's unfortunate. I often wonder if you skip frames at the very least on Streamlabs OBS, will those frames ever just pick back up? Like, I feel like the few times where I've had skipped frames on stream, the what do you call it? The signal, the output just keeps getting delayed more and more instead of just like totally skipping those.
You again? I don't want any trouble.
Yeah, me neither. Just sell me stuff. Okay, so Bewitching Branch. This is what I need right here. Let's just buy all of them. Ooh, Rift Shield. And they also sell Rune Arcs. Let me go ahead and spend all of my runes in buying this. 5 times 1600 would be the same as, let me do some quick math here, 8,000 I think. Yeah, it should be 8,000. So let me increase my number of runes by 8,000. Yes. Oh, how much does that cookbook cost? Just so I know. The cookbook is 2,000, so let's go ahead.
Well, be on your way then.
and get 10,000 runes. Easiest way to get 10,000 runes. How much does this give us? 6,250. At least 6,250 or more to see. Okay, so we just need 1,500 more. This is good. Okay.
You again. I don't want any
Yes,
trouble.
I don't want any trouble either. Just give me the thing. Nice. Uses FP to charm a pierced enemy. I hope it's an easy way to do it. And I guess I already bought this cookbook, so never mind. Never mind.
Well, be on your way then.
In what item classification is this bewitching branch? 5 out of 10. In which location would it be? It would actually be in like flinged items, I see. Glintstone scrap. So it's basically a throwable, if I am understanding things correctly. Now the question is, will I actually be able to aim properly at the person? That's a big if. I basically have 5 chances, and then those chances are gone because of course consumables don't get saved. That's one thing that I don't like about Elden Ring. It's like if you're retrying the same fight with the same consumables, you don't get those consumables back even though you perished. Yeah, it's not really my favorite. What if I go to the crafting menu again? It should be under throwables, right? Like bolts and this and that. But yeah, but it's not here. How do you even make them? Turns an enemy. Works on human and soldier types. FP to charm them, while crystal darts are effective on stone enemies like... Okay. Must be in melee range. It requires FP to be effective. It works on human and soldier types, boss fights, and later craft them with sacramental butts and Michaelas after acquiring Fairbur's cookbook number 3. Where do I get that cookbook? Location collected from Gideon Ofnir after obtaining the map of the Mogwin Palace or resting at the Dynasty Mausoleum entrance grave. Mogwin Palace or Mogwin Dynasty Mausoleum will not progress. I see. Can be purchased from Twin Maiden Husk, if not collected from Gideon. Okay, well, clearly we haven't gone to Mogwin's Palace. So we're gonna have to try this without the assurance that we can make more of these. Before I do that though, I did want to know if I could strengthen my Mimic tier. Because really that is the ultimate equalizer here. The ultimate equalizer. And of course we are enjoying some delicious La Peruana from Candelaria. To your health. Richly sweet. I don't suppose Gideon will give it to me right now. That would be nice of him. Giddy.
You. What is it?
Can I get my cookbook? About the secret medallion.
Find the albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
I don't even know what medallions you're talking about, by the way. So that's a non-starter. And then, of course, let me see if I can level up my Mimic.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit, Julie?
Yeah, so if I wanted to go with Mimic, we don't have any Ghost Glove word, unfortunately. Wow. So that is also a non-starter. All of these fellas require the Ghost Glove word. All that being said, there's other options here that we could summon the boys. The boys are always nice. I almost feel like leveling them up just cause it'd be fun to try it out with them. Maybe. They require great glove words though. I also don't have those. Great glove words 7. Oh well, maybe next time. Let's try it as is. Castle Soul. Oh, and it's all the way over here. And let me put that in my item. I wish it would also highlight like new recipes because I definitely don't know which ones are new. All of these stinky pots. So, in order to actually use the dart, you actually need focus points or magic points. So I might reallocate my at least one more flask. 5, 8. Let me not randomly waste these things. They're actually very, very difficult to get. I know that I'm going the wrong way, but I also heard that there is a different way of cheesing this enemy. Oh, there's an eagle there. One of those evil eagles. Ouch. Wow. The fella did me in quite quickly. Oh, there goes 3,000 runes. But yeah, that's the ladder that I was supposed to take. Why did I forget that? The fella. Sometimes I think I get lost in the paradigm of trying to block when I should just run. It's very frustrating sometimes. Okay. So we go this way. Golden runes, love those. What is over here? I think there's supposed to be like a dog. Yeah, let's get him over here. Why would you do that? of them is down. Let's go for the next one. Where did the guard go? I think he might have fallen. I think he took his wallet. Trying to break my guard there, boy. Okay. So, wonderful. There was supposed to be like some location around here that would actually be able to show you the boss room from far away. Oh yeah, I think it's here. So what we're going to do, very ingeniously, is try to go up here and do one of these. How do I do first person? I already forgot how to do first person, by the way. Yeah, so I think that's supposed to be the boss room right over there. So what I need to do is equip some kind of a bow or arrowed. Right here. Maybe remove my shield for right now. There's exactly one bow that I know I can use properly. I think it's like the Misbegotten bow. Red branch short bow. Misbegotten, yeah, this one. And then let's put on some arrows. Dwelling arrows, what else? Serpent arrows. Heavy poison buildup, I like that. I think let's try a regular arrow for now, see what happens. Can I craft more arrows? Just in case this turns out to be like the situation where what do you call it? I end up running out of equipment like right in the middle of the thing, and then he just like resets all his health, which would be a pain in the butt. I assure you it would be. These are just bow and arrows. I don't have any of those. Which are the ones that I have? Do I just not have none of these? Bone bolt. Bolts are for crossbows, I think. Bone great arrow. So I think I could just craft bone stuff. How many of these can I make right now? Required, numbered, held. So I can make a bunch of these if I wanted, fletched. Those are probably better. Magic bow and arrow. Let's make some bone arrows, I guess. What are these? Shatter hand arrows. I guess you can craft a whole mess of like bone-related arrows. And that's the reason why you even hunt beasts. What is something that I have a lot of? Is there like a better one? Can I sort by power? Attack power, there we go. So these would be the strongest ones. And it seems like these would be the best ones. Figure. Blood, bone, bolt. Which are the weakest ones? I really hope that it's actually leading me the right way and that it's not actually just from weakest to hardest. Let's just do it. Blood rose. Okay, there. Now we have 30 of them. Okay, so how does this even work, by the way? Before I just waste willy-nilly my equipment, do I just select arrow? $34. All right, I think it's I see. Okay, so that is how you aim. Let me just aim a 1 just so that I actually know how this is done. What? Nice, okay. So we figured out how to do it. Let's poke at that commander. What does this say? Here. Thank you for... Oof! I almost fell off the castle. Thank you for telling me exactly where to be, friend. Look at that. Where is this person? I see with my little eye. Oof. It's gotta be straight through that little hole right there, huh? Precision. If this works, I'm gonna be so ecstatic. I think it has to be a little bit lower. Ah. The arc of my arrow is just too good. That's the problem, Ales. It's too good. Hey Thea, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Happy Friday to you. I'm trying to attack a boss before I ever reach them. That's what we're doing right now. Jeez, this is awful. I felt like that one went through. It's like the tiniest hole ever. Precision. Rest assured, folks, this is probably going to be the next 2 hours, so strap yourselves in. I felt like that one's going in. Why is it? Maybe I need to do it from even lower? Wow, what a pain in the butt. We basically need a sharpshooter in here. It seems to be bouncing off the top, so maybe I need to lower my reticle. See, and I feel like it is going there. I think I might be looking at the thing the wrong way. Let's see. Doing really good. I ordered lunch from a new place today. Nice. I hope you're getting some something good to eat. Trying to hit that little red thing there. Yes, exactly. I'm trying to hit that little red thing right there. That thing that moves. That's gotta be him, right? That's the guy. But it's bouncing. I don't understand why it's bouncing. I might just try different heights to see if anything works, because this seems a little bit... See, if I go high, of course it goes down. If I go down, it still goes down. So what exactly is wrong here? Alright, that was very well timed. Very well timed, Thea. Thank you for that. Yeah. It's a... Gosh darn it. Even in my cheesing tactics, this is... Look at that. There's like a weird arc that it's doing. Oh, there it is. It got him. It got him. Oh my gosh, this is going to be the longest fight ever. Okay. Well, as long as we can hit those 7, I think we're good. Try zooming in with the directionals. It helps a lot. Is that a thing? Can you actually zoom in even more? We got ads in about 30 seconds, so we're gonna have to pick this up right after the ad break. I might change arrows to something a little beefier, because this is not gonna take. Yeah, I'm also gonna look up how to zoom in, because I didn't know that that was a thing. I never use arrows, so I hope the game keeps this radical. Maybe I should just tape put some tape on the controller. But yes, we will be back with more Elden Ring after this. welcome back to the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, gentleman streamer, Beer Goggles 21, alias Maximus. And we're playing Elden Ring here, and we are trying to cheese a boss by shooting them through a tiny crack in the middle of a castle, Castle Souls to be specific. And I just realized that thanks to esteemed viewer via goggles, we can actually zoom in when we are aiming. So we're gonna try that. Before that, of course, we are enjoying some delicious La Peruana from Candelaria. To your health. Yeah, so I don't know too much about bows and arrows in this game, which is why I've never actually had to do this, but apparently you can actually do up and down in order to hit a target. The thing that I want to do before I do that, though, cheers to you, Thea. Once again, thank you for the tip. I want to actually equip better arrows, because these are just no good. I hope that as soon as those get used... Oh, these things are bolts. That's why they're not getting... That's why I am not equipping them. Attack power. Serpent arrow. Causes heavy poison buildup. Maybe we do that. Sleep buildup. Golden arrow. Is this from weakest to strongest? I don't actually know. Golden great. I would assume that these are the strongest. Clearly I don't have a lot of arrows. Maybe let's go for great arrow. Great arrow. So if I hit him... That's not what I want to do. Come on. Ah, I keep pressing the wrong button for this thing. Wait, what am I... Why is it not shooting? I'm just scratching my butt here. What is... Did I not equip it properly? Unequip this. I should be doing the right thing here. This bow is too small, unfortunately. You need a great bow in order to... Oh, gotcha. Thank you for that. Let's craft some more arrows, just regular arrows. I didn't know that there was a difference between arrow types, because... Of course, I don't know anything. Bone arrow fletched. Let's make more arrows of anything, I guess. Anything should work, I hope. Fire bone arrow. Halic bone arrow. Bloodborne. These might be good. And it seems like I have a fair amount of them. Fletched. I hope that fletched means that they're stronger. Let's try that. Okay, there. So, unequip these, and hopefully that is sufficient. Okay, why? Nice. So apparently we could have done that this entire time. Zoom in. I think the thing that I wasn't capturing was the fact that there is an arc to the bow, which is why I was missing the person this entire time. I'm not gonna have enough arrows, will I? This is did that alert fire off? I didn't actually hear it. Sorry about that, Thea. Sometimes the reaction alerts just like come and go. Ooh, nice. That's a lot more. And of course I'm running out of arrows here. I'm surprised that this person is not walking closer. Well, we'll just use whatever arrows we have. Clearly the best use of our time here. And maybe what I should have done before doing this is actually just um, crafted more arrows. I probably can't even craft more arrows anymore. Wouldn't it be great if I just run out of arrows before the whole thing happens? Ah, that would be silly. Wouldn't it be great? We can only make great bone arrows, unfortunately, and ballista bolts. So what arrows do I have? We have a bunch of these serpent arrows. We have fire arrows, apparently. We have 32 of these. They're actually a good chunk of them. I guess let's go with this ones. What is... Nice. And hopefully that catching on fire actually helps us out here. Hopefully it's like damage over time or something like that. And if for some reason, he survives like every single arrow that I have to throw, at the very least, it should be easy enough to go into the boss room and just wail on him with little health. And yeah, I think he's gonna survive this. I think there's no way where we don't go into the boss room to fight him. You would assume that he would be catching on fire and sustaining DOT. Oh, this is riveting television right here. You know what? I'm going to try to do the... let's see, what else do I have? Is there anything else that might be more powerful? I just don't think it's going to happen if we keep doing it this way. Bolts. That was worthless. Golden arrows. Do have a whole bunch of holy damage on them. Golden great arrows. Radon's spear. Do I want to waste Radon's spears? Let's do golden arrows. Well, it is causing damage, but it is very, very little. Okay, this is... I think we're done. I think we're done doing this. It's gonna take way too long here. And I just don't think that... We'll probably just waste all of our arrows by doing this. Let me try just casting bolts on it. I probably can't even target the guy. Yeah, I can't. Oh well. At the very least, it's got a chunk of energy that's gone. Would have been nice if I had something a bit stronger there. Oh well. Remove this thing. So much for that effort. Where's my shield? We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. And of course, touch no sites of grace, because that is going to reset the damage that we have already done. If I remembered correctly, exactly where... Right, so that's the cathedral that I need to run into. And that's the bewitching branch. Okay. Let's go in. Let's keep going, friends. Let's keep going. Wait. Wait, why won't it? Ah! I was about to use the thing. I often, every single time, one of these, every time I think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna use the weapon, here's the thing, and it's just like, I'm gonna slowly put it out of my tabard. Here it goes. Yoink. And it's just like, no, just throw the thing. Just, what a mess. Okay. Well, we left some runes on the field. That's fine. Let's try this again. What a and we got 5 chances to do this, so let's do our best here. Whoa, come on. Seriously, just... I can't use the thing. It's right there, just use the thing. Just what a mess, what a mess. Avoiding the other one should be a lot easier because he's slower. Yeah, but the guy with the 2 swords, he's just wailing on you from the moment that you start. So it's definitely difficult to just have him do his thing. Well, for all the build-up, I really hope that it matters. Get my runes here. Go do it. Did it work? Did it work? What is happening? Why didn't it work? I don't think it did anything. I basically just wasted those resources. What a... I mean, I'll try it again. There's no point in not trying it. Is it just that it's supposed to be like a direct hit or something like that? Maybe I'm just gonna run up to the guy and just do it. What a... You know, the video that I saw made it look so easy. Seriously, just... Why is it not working? I don't understand. Forget it. We're not wasting any more of these branches. I think you're supposed to either have them prone or something like that. And maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's the idea. I don't know. Go back to the original strategy. Let's go ahead and fight them using our mimic. Let's go ahead and allocate flash charges. That was painful. But clearly there's one of them that we have to take down immediately. And that is the one with the twin swords. Uh-oh, I took too long. There, you go do your thing. Whoa, where's my helper? Ah. Maybe I need to summon closer to the side so that he is targeted, because I feel like he went for the boss enemy as opposed to go help me out. Maybe that's what happened there. Yeah. So maybe let's wait for him to come to me and then do it that way. Go through the golden doors. The golden arches, of course. The golden arches, my dear boy. Oh, my things are all the way over here. Run, 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 run. Ooh, wow. Where's my help? Why aren't you helping, boy? I'm gonna get comboed here. What is happening? Ooh, the captain got me. The commander got me. So why is it that my summon is just going in completely different directions? I think that's I wish there was a way to just kind of guide them, or I don't know. That's a rough one. That's a rough one right there. I might just summon Mimic. Let's go ahead and summon Mimic. Okay, whoever... Whoa! Broke my guard. Where did my Mimic go? Oh. I don't know what he was doing. Must have had good foresight there, I suppose. It says to hang back. That's what I would have done. What a mess. So let's keep summoning Mimic. Shows how good he is in comparison to me. Yeah, and again, it's the sort of thing where I wish that there was a way that I would have been able to practice using the branches without wasting all of them. Yeah. Okay, where are you? Whoa. I can't dodge this jump. Once he just like starts wailing on you, it's just... Where's my person? Maybe let's just continue summoning Angbal. At the very least, I feel like he's tanky. I feel like he's fairly straightforward. I think that might make a difference here. I think my Mimic, because of the spells that he has, there might be an instance where it prefers to just hang back and cast holy stuff. Wait, what? What just hit me? I have no idea what that was. Okay, not again. Not... I can't make the distance here. It's so frustrating. I don't even know where that attack came from. It's just a mess of a lot of armor clanging against each other, I guess. Well, you know what? You know what? At least I have beer. So there's that. All my love to long ago. But yeah, there's gotta be a way. I think maybe what I need to learn is how to fight the guy with the two swords. If I can get that down, if I can at the very least solo him, I might be able to survive long enough to help out with Angbal. Because there's very little way for me to do the ganging up on one target. I got hit again. What was that? Come to me. Let's go. Whoa! Well, at least he came. Oh, look at that. He actually took him out. So clearly what I need to do is to defend against double swords person. And hopefully that should buy us enough time to get to where we need to go. I also just need to step away from the door because every single time I go in through that door, I get attacked. And that doesn't make sense, that I just randomly get attacked. So I think we're learning. We're learning. Okay, so step in the door. Move out of the door. And fight this guy. Okay. I also just have to find some way to increase my frost resistance. Is there a talisman that does frost? Let me see. I might have looked this up before. Actually, I thought that there was a talisman that increases frost resistance. Hold on. Frost resistance talisman. And Stalwart Horn Charm. Where is this thing? Robustness by 90. Players can use talismans such and such. Where is it? Where is the thing? In all the palace ruins northeast of Liurnia of the Lakes, go to the Mausoleum compound and head north. Let me actually look this up on... Oh right, I can't use my windows here. So this and that. All palace ruins in northeast Liurnia of the Lakes, go to the Mausoleum compound and head north up the incline, then turn west. Proceed forward to the large vertical rock. There will be a smaller vertical rock formation. Walk around the larger formation. Okay, so let me look at the map link. So many ads on this page. FE Extra Life. Why do you do this? Is it actually called Fextra Life? I don't actually know. Let's see. It's like as soon as you want to pinch on the map, like 5 ads pop in. Okay, I vaguely see where it is. Let me try and find that. So, Liurnia of the Lakes, Converted Tower, Albinarix. It's like by this center structure. What is this? Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel? I think that's what it is. Yeah, it doesn't help that there's a lot of things that look exactly the same in this map. It's like around... Okay, so it should be around here. If all of these ads would stop popping in, it should be right here, basically. That is where the Stalwart Horn charm should be. So let's go here, I guess, and try to find this charm. Wouldn't it be funny if I actually already own the charm and I'm just not aware of it? Wouldn't that be weird? Frost, this and that. I think it's supposed to look like a horn, actually, so... Clarifying horn charm. Wait, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Ugh, what a... Stalwart horn charm. I swear. I swear. Okay, so we don't actually need to go anywhere. Let's go back to Castle Sol. Let's just equip this charm and hopefully that'll give us a little bit more survivability against Frost. To your health. Okay. So equipment. Non-physical damage. Maximum equip. And slowly restores HP. You know what? This is really good. Let's increase robustness. Does it actually show how much robustness is increased? What is even robustness? Weight of this equipment. Endurance. Heavy equipment. Strength. Yeah, so let's just you know what? I'm gonna take their word for it. Stalwart Horn Charm. Where can I actually see my actual stats? Versus strike versus magic. Okay. So we do have a good level of robust. It looks higher than everything else. So let's try that. Into the greatest fight I go. Everybody's so upset. You would think that I was trying to assassinate their lord. Step away from the door. Ongball. And now let's fight this dual keyblade swordsman. Got him. Why is my person over there? Who is he fighting? Okay, finally he's coming. Got him. Okay, let's do this. Watch out. Oof. Angbal is still going strong. Wow! And down we go. That was actually a good attempt. But then there goes Angbal. Why was he who was he fighting at the door? I'm confused there. I don't get it. Ah, what a waste. That was an actual good fight. Well, at least we made progress. So, if we have to walk away with our tails between our legs, at the very least we beat the 2 guards. I'm just upset that Angbal decided to fight some random person. Okay, let's go. Let's go, mighty fella. Whoa! Yowza. Of course he comes after me instead. I don't know who I'm fighting anymore. Oh gosh, they're double DV me. Down I go. Oh no. Well, I got 1 hit in. 1 hit. At the very least, Angbal wasn't fighting some random on the side. And maybe that's what was happening to the mimic tier, right? I think that's what was happening. So I might try and do that one more time with it, see what happens. I have to get away from the door after I do the summon. And you know what, given that the mimic tier will also have the stalwart horn charm, at the very least it'll have some more added defense. So yeah, just focus. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be okay. Just get away from the door because of stinkiness. Oof! Got him. Go, go, go! Where's my mimic? Whoa! Why did I not shield? Got him. Okay, and there goes my summon, of course. Now. What happened? Oh. Oh, goodness. Well, at the very least, it seems like Mimic was doing what he needs to do this time around. And I think we understand how the guards work a bit better now. I can tell you right now, if we don't finish this one today, we're probably gonna go someplace else next time. Unfortunately, it's gonna be one of these short runs again this morning. Apologies for that. But at the very least, we're having a good time. We're having a good time, right? Right. And get out of the door as quickly as possible. Let's go. Oof. Okay, he's out. Whoa, why are you... Got him. Jeez, every time I go next to this person... Let's do mass heals. Where's my heals? Where's my heals? I can't see it. Of course, my mimic is gone, so it doesn't even matter. What was that? What? Since when did he become Peg Leg Zed? Jeez. Frostbite. Was he just raging? That is madness right there. So I guess I don't know. Once you take down the guards, I feel like if I have a chance to actually fight alongside Mimic, we might be able to take him out. But he's wild. He's a wild one. I think we're making progress for what it's worth. But yeah, just the frostiness of that guy. The frostiness. I still don't understand why there's an enemy at the door. It is wild. Wild on E. Okay, let's go. Whoa, hey! I thought I had the person. But once they go into that second round of just like slugfest, he basically becomes unstoppable. It's like I have to get enough distance to actually manage to block him. Such is life. Such is life. Okay. Okay. Like Daft Punk once said, one more time. Whoa. Well, I feel like I can tell that the frostbite is not an insta-kill as it used to be, so I do think that the horn charm is actually helping out. At the same time, it's it's very minimal. It's very minimal. Glory! Do I have any spells that potentially allow me to get some additional frost resist? That might be nice too. Like incantations of any sort. Shadow bait. Magic fortification. Great heal. No, we have that. Blessing of the Earth Tree. Yeah, unfortunately none of these spells really seem to be good to do this. We basically have the weapons that we need to get the job done. It's just about putting our mind here and doing it. Either that or getting a million small arrows and just cheesing the guy. That might also work next time. Let's go. Oh, I forgot to... Why is he fighting those people again? I need to make sure that I am far enough away from the door, because otherwise he just keeps doing that, which is very obnoxious, I can tell you that. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and now let's get focus. I should not go for that second hit. I really should not go for that second hit. It's so silly. It doesn't matter how hard my counter is. He just can't be hit that second time. It's very unusual that he'll actually let that go. Jeez, imagine talking about being stubborn over here, and here I am just knocking my head against the same challenge for the past hour or so. Let it not be said that ales does not do the work. Work it harder, make it better. Do it faster, makes us stronger. Work it, make it, do it better, makes us faster. And I just realized that my mic was off the entire time. Wonderful. Wonderful. And I've got to just dodge. I've got to dodge that, what do you call this? That flurry. My mic must have been off for the past hour or so. This has been a cursed stream. I know it's a good time, but at the same time it's just like, come on, does every little thing has to go wrong? We might have to take a break from Elden Ring after today's session. Maybe. Possibly. Let's go, friend. Go. Why isn't he gone? I really thought that last hit... He basically had a sliver of life left. I thought that was going to do him in. Ugh. Madness, I cry. Okay, well... At the very least, I am... At the very least, I have a voice now. Not a sound out of you. I'm sorry, I know we shouldn't be talking about Bruno. But sometimes you gotta talk about Bruno. Go around these silly arrows. Arrowed. Yeah, so it's a combo. I feel like every once in a while I can just pull it off. Oh, my poor mimic tier. Why am I so much shorter than everyone else in this game? That is. I know that I'm shorter than most folks in real life. But why does my tier always must suffer the same fate as myself? We've got about 10 minutes on the clock, folks, unfortunately. It's gonna be one of these shorties. The shorties. How are they still chasing? That is... Got him. Staggered. Move! Got him. Okay. Stay away from the Frosties. Oof. Just that spear. And there goes my friend. Peg leg Zed. Oof. Oof. Well, you know what? That was kind of like 50%. Maybe like a 55%. But I think we gotta learn to fight this guy on our own. I think that we're doing some nice, good dodging there. But it is a sort of thing where it's like basically a one-hit kill. I might actually change my flasks to... more health. I don't really think I'm using magic here anyways. No, I said no. Flash charges. Let's do 12 and 1. Just in case this needs to be a long one. That being said, I don't know that we're gonna get too many chances to use this strat, but that's alright. It's crazy how much they chase you. Oof. I really thought I was gonna poke him first. Gosh darn it. Can't do anything right here. Just a second here. And... no. Okay. I think we have maybe one more attempt in us. I guess one of the nice things about Elden Ring boss design is kind of just the fact that no matter how many party members you might actually have with you, the bosses always do just like sweeping attacks that target everyone, and so everybody has to be defense conscious, no matter who they are. Mimic, summon, other player. Whoa, why didn't I dodge? Nice move. Nice. Okay, now the boss. Move out of the way. Wait, why did I get hit? Move! Wow. One-shotted right there. One-shotted. Can I actually... I'll tab over here. I was hoping that my... stream setup would actually let me snooze ads from here. Is there a snooze ads? I'm gonna have to alt tab and hopefully nothing breaks. We'll do exactly one snooze, which probably means one more fight, and then we gotta go. Yeah, but I think I've had enough of this fight. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like if it was just Commander Niall and myself, I don't know. I feel like I could learn it, but it takes so long to actually get to that phase. I'm just like, nah, come on. Down. Whoa! Didn't see that one coming. Oh. You know, every single time I read a guide about this, they tell me, oh, the commander's not really offensive while his peons are out. But then every time I feel like he's just adding the extra oomph there to just take me down. I think we got one more chance here. Let's make this one count. Oh, what a mess. You know, I can tell you exactly the point at which I lost this battle. When I decided not to do my hair. Everybody knows that hair has power. I didn't style it, and thus the game was just like, nah, I think you're gonna stop right here. We get enough distance. Okay, where's the other one? Whoa! Jeez! I can't get close to my mimic. Go away, go away. No, why are you attacking now? You silly boy. Ugh. Let's do this, Bobby. Oof. I was punished for that one. Come to me, friend. Oof. I keep forgetting that he does that combo right after he drops. Wow. Wait a second. That's an insta-kill right there. I'm wondering at this point, maybe we just need to attack him when he does that. That's crazy. Okay. Maybe we have one more? No, let's just call it here, folks. Let's call it here. Let's switch back to intermission and say our goodbyes. Okay. Well, I thought that was gonna be a good time, but clearly I failed to read the memo here. But still, you know, it was this run had a couple of fun moments. I think at the very least we have been able to learn a bit of the fight here. All that being said, we're probably gonna do something else next time around. I hate to run streams where all we're doing is focusing on one boss and there's no real progress. I mean, yes, you could suggest, yes, you got a bit better ales, but it bores me. It bores me that it takes this long. And that's mea culpa. That's my fault. If you're interested in more of these madness, I stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Wednesday we're starting Mega Man X. On Thursday playing Final Fantasy VIII, and on Friday we're going back to Elden Ring because we are a sucker for punishment. Feel free to follow me on the socials in case you're interested in looking at my schedule proper. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. And I have somebody in mind already. I am thinking that we raid a new friend. They are playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. It's Queenie Leo, who is a fellow Fruities member. So let me go ahead and get that started. Let's see. I don't think we've ever spoken, but it's nice to make friends. It's nice to make friends. So let's start that raid. Here's a raid message for my viewers. Here's a raid message for my followers. And once again, thank you very much everyone for being here today via Spectrum, all of my lurkers, much love to you.